Hello and welcome. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30. It is the 21st day of April, 2021. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OGGM. I'm doing laundry. Hello and welcome. It is Wednesday, which means it's time to take a look at the projected projects that might be arriving on the shelves of your friendly local game store. That's Seth's Games and Anime here in Ventura this week. Remember, as always, these dates are tentative, so don't get mad at me if you walk into your friendly local game store. That's Seth's Games and Anime if you're here in Ventura. And don't see the product that I said was going to be there because these dates are all tentative. That way, let's go. Okay, so according to the interweb, the following products are going to be available for purchase this week. Maybe. From Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. Actually, this one was supposed to be like last week, so we can already see that there's, problems. So as we said last week, this was going to be out. But now they're saying it's this week. It is the Compendium of Wild Beasts. This is another set of stat blocks on cards. There's 3 of them. They're about 3x5 card size, but they're usually a little more square, these things, if you've never seen them. They fit in card binders, like a magic card binder. They are of the props for the world's most popular gaming. These are one of my favorites, the little cards. The magic item ones, because if somebody finds the, ring of wild strength, you can just give them a card and say, this is what you find. And then, it's much more tangible. The same thing with the NPCs, the same thing with the stat blocks for monsters. You can just pull out the card, show them the picture, then you have the stats. It's 50-50 on time-wise. I mean, is it faster to look it up on the card as opposed to looking it up in the manual? The only advantage to the card is they're a little easier to carry because they're cards. You don't have to put them in a binder. You could just stack them or whatever. And it's something you can show the players a lot easier because it's a card. You can just hand it to them and they can just go, oh, okay, and then pass it on. But the best ones are the item ones because you can just give the item to the player. Of course, that means you don't get it back, but but yeah, so check it out. Compendium of Wild Beasts from Gemhammer and Sons Games. From Warlords Games, we have Bones of the Companion, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition deck of cards. So this is another deck of cards. Wait, no, it's not. Why does it say deck of cards? Well, anyways, it's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure from Warlords Games called Bones of the Companion. From Wordforge game, we have a GM toolkit. This is for the Devil's Run role-playing game. It's a Devil's Run role-playing is a post-apocalypse gang warfare-dominated role-playing world, and this is the GM toolkit for the Devil's Run role-playing game. So it's got a screen, booklet, stuff like that. From Savage Worlds for Deadlands, we have some more stuff for Deadlands from Pinnacle. We've got the Deadlands Weird West core books. We've also got a Deadlands box set. We've got a Deadlands Weird West companion, and then we've got the Deadlands Weird West action deck. And since so much of Deadlands is related to poker and poker chips, it's nice to see that they're bringing the deck back, even though it's still using the Savage Worlds system. Using the cards definitely made Deadlands work a lot better. I've played Savage Worlds using cards, and I've played Savage Worlds using dice, and there's just something about the cards, and there's something about the poker chips that just makes it work better. So it's nice to see that they are returning to the cards, and it's nice to see Deadlands coming back, because Deadlands is a great setting. And speaking of Deadlands, we also have a GM screen, a solo adventure, the dice coming out, Weird West set of 7 metal dice, and the Weird West set of plastic dice. So these are just the normal dice you would use for playing Deadlands, the D4, the D6, the D8, the D10, and the D12. You don't really use the D20 in the Savage World system. And yeah, I don't see how they are any different than normal dice, because they're coal black, I guess. And the wild dice is a different color, but so what? You could do that with any dice. Still, if you want Deadlands specific dice, check it out. From Fantasy Flight Games, we have Legends of the Five Rings coming out. We have Fields of Victory and Blood of the Lioness. I believe the Legends of the Five Rings story is coming to an end. So I don't know what this means about some new stuff coming out. These are both source books, Fields of Victory, Blood of the Lioness, source book adventures. But I have to look into this, but I thought we had read earlier this year that the Deadlands storyline was coming to an end. I mean, the Legends of the Five Rings storyline is coming to an end. And so I guess we're going to see these are the last of the books coming out, or Fantasy Flight is changing their tone, and they're not. I do remember when I played the Legends of the Five Rings card game with the Legends of the Five Ring card game creator, he did tell me that Legends of the Five Rings was a self-contained story. It was going to have a beginning, it was going to have a middle, and the role-playing game was eventually going to have an end. But obviously, things change, so who knows if that's true. Anyways, some new stuff for Legends of the Five Rings. We have a Dungeon Crawl Classic hardback, leather embossed Kickstarter edition. So this is the Dungeon Crawl Classic limited edition Kickstarter copy that was made to the people who kickstarted Dungeon Crawl Classic, but now you can get the same book. This has got the spooky demon skull cover. It's got the gold embossed with the fake lever. It looks really awesome. Also, there is a free role-playing game available this week. Wicked Ones is a free RPG where you play the monsters. The PDF is for free. There will also be a deluxe edition and hardcover. Bleh, I cannot talk today. But you can get this for free. It's Forged in the Dark tabletop RPG about a group of fantasy monsters building a dungeon, launching rages on the surface, blah, blah, blah. Where can I get this? You can get this for free at Drive-Thru. It is from Bandit Camp. So if you go to Drive-Thru and you enter Wicked Ones, free edition, you will get the PDF for free of the complete games of Wicked Ones. So check it out. I will definitely be checking it out. Of course, it's PDF, which means I still have to pay to print it out if I want to see it and actually have a copy, or I have to carry it around in my thing, and we know how I feel about this. I mean, it definitely makes it easier, but still having a PDF means I'm going to have to go. And something about just having it in your hand, at least to me, having an actual hardcover is always going to be better. You know, I didn't need half the hardcover games that I've purchased lately, but I wanted them. Anyways, that is it for this week for tangible, friendly local game store product. No, the Deadlands is definitely the top of my list for things I want to see this week. And I will definitely have to look into the Legends of the Five Rings, because I thought that storyline was coming to an end, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, that's it for today. If you appreciate this content, please give us a thumbs up. Please like this video. Please share this video. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the OG GM Adventures, please subscribe. Help me hit 500 subs by August 4th. Still have that 400 sub contest going, and I've got a whole bunch of other new things to give away for free. Blah, blah, blah. And until next time, have a great day. Stay safe and get off my lawn. And remember, you can get all this product at Seth's Games Anime here in Ventura, or North Coast Role Playing if you're in Eureka.